Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be continuing the quest as the cover and as light shows. It says, go to Zervon to obtain the Twin Horn Chaplet, and you will be able to go around collecting great songs of Kavarena. It's pretty close by, right over here in fact, so let's continue this story. Oh, it wants us to go in here, okay. There are a lot of these things that I can collect. Whoa, something weird came out from the lake. Is that the great song of Kavarena? You know, it looks kind of cute actually. It's a lot bigger than all the Kavarena we've seen previously. Maybe we could just call it Great Kavarena for short. Paimon didn't think something this cute could be this good at cleansing impurities, though. Well, Sorush is much the same. Pleasing to the ear, those words are not, but I shall take it that you praise my majesty nonetheless. The great songs of Kavarena are the physical manifestation of Kavarena's might, collected and fused by the first pari within the flowery sea used to cleanse a land of impurity. The power of Kavarena creates a barrier in its area. Only a pari with the Twin Horn Chaplet can touch them. Sorush with the chaplet may use her power to collect them. Okay. So do I have to equip Sorush? Because I think it removed her from my gadgets when she got the Twin Horn Chaplet. Yeah, I have to re-equip her. Okay. And now I just need to summon her and then have her interact with it. Well, that's one great Kavarena down. Now, next we just... wait a minute. We don't know where the rest are, do we? No need to fret. I have already commanded Nasaraya regarding this matter. He already knows where the other four may be found. We need only have him guide us. Well, do you doubt my judgment? Well, Paimon just thinks that Juna's documents aren't all that reliable. Huh. This is different from the matter of my drums. The locations of the great songs of Kavarena were not found by consultation of the skeptics' traditions, but through Nasaraya's own painstaking studies. Apart from the ones locked within the ruins, I have personally checked the rest. There will be no errors. Be assured, Pale Floater, I am the destined Bloom Guard now. Would I make such mistakes? Alright then, Paimon's not very assured, mind you, but we can always go ask Nasijina first and stuff. Didn't he say he'd meet us at the camp? Such considerations are unnecessary. Yours is to simply follow me and record mine accomplishments. So now I need to go somewhere to talk to Nasijina, all the way over here. Lady Sorush, your present form is most astounding indeed. Gazing upon your mighty form, I know in my heart that you must have been crowned the Bloom Guard of the Pari, acknowledged by all. Startle not, human. This was my calling from the very beginning. Of course, of course. Such majesty is only to be expected of the honored envoy, one who shall obtain the great songs of Kavarena and extinguish the sign of Apausha. Indeed, your words are most suited to be inscribed in the hymns that shall be written in mine honor. Nasejin is still his usual self. Paimon's not sure how to feel about this. Yes, Yasnapati. Paimon, you too deserve thanks in this matter. Though your endeavors are not but the afterglow of the envoy's mighty works, your labor in Lady Sorush's successful obtaining of her crown shall not be voided. That's not how it went, buddy, but we'll just take this as your way of saying thanks. Haha, our mission now is to search for the great songs of Kavarena, and the long-awaited rite that may then be performed. Speaking of the great songs, they are inextricably linked to the destiny of us skeptics. Is it story time again? But Zervon said that you guys should know about the great song's existence, you know? Yes, it is indeed true that the ancient rites have stopped being passed down through our order. If I had relied solely on our traditions, I suspect that even the rite of Chenvat might still be shrouded in mystery. But I gained access to a large batch of long-lost documents from a very learned scholar. That was where I learned about the great songs. Those documents recorded a great number of things that the traditional hymns of our order have never written of. That also inspired me in the desire to reform our order. That doesn't really help, you know. Your traditions are already pretty suspect. How are we supposed to trust these documents then? They might have come out of nowhere for all we know. Enough. These sideshows are not fit to be written into my songs. If you so wish to tell truth from falsehood, then let us go and see for ourselves rather than quibble here. Why, if I do not offer myself up as a sacrifice to save the land soon, those who come after may read these texts and suspect that I was the spirit of laxity. Laxity, blah. No, how could that be? I do not believe any would hold such contemptuous thoughts. Paimon thinks that you just want us to hurry up and collect those great Kavarena, Sorush. Wait, since when did Paimon become your translator? Huh, to think that you, Pale Floater, should understand my thoughts best. Since it is your command, Great Envoy, allow me to lead the way. It seems that you have obtained one of the great songs. It is just as well, then, that I have discovered the location of the remaining 4. Although I have not been to those underground ruins myself, I am as familiar with them as I am with this camp. That seems like an overstatement, but alright. Haha. Well, the great songs are items that I do deserve to win, especially after all that effort. Well, let's not speak of unrelated matters. Come with me, everyone. Okay, so we've got to find these things, and they're in different locations, apparently. Yeah, one's over here, and I think it's split off into multiple quests. Yeah, it's split off into 3 or 4 quests, although 3 of them are the objectives for this one quest right here, so I have to do them all anyways. Find the great song of Kavarena in the cave. With Natsujina's aid, you now know where the great songs might be found. One of them is hidden in the catacombs containing a Koribantes. Let's go over there and collect it. Okay, so it's behind that shield right there. Did I ever figure out how to open this? Or is this something that I gave up on trying to open? These strange seals seem to have been created through the Amrita's power, and after Sorush gains the Twin Norn Chaplet, she can use its power to temporarily dispel them. Hold Sorush's interact skill to cause her to stop in place, which should make it easier to progress. Okay, so what I've got to do is, I've got to switch to her, and then go up to this, and hold that like that, and that'll cause it to open the way. Yeah, it did. Cool. And then I've got to switch back to Sorush, and have Sorush do this. We found another great cover, and if we hadn't lowered the water level, blah blah blah. Okay, so now we've got to go to the next location, right? Different quest? Yeah. With Natsujina's aid, you now know where the great songs might be found. One of them is hidden in a cave where the Wennet sleeps, somewhere back here. Past all of these slimes. Oh, there it is. I'm just ignoring the slimes. Oh, I can't use that during combat? Darn you slimes. Oh well. Not a terribly big deal. This means I have to waste a little bit of time. Okay. Now I can do this. Alright, we got another great cover, but with how little effect the blah blah blah. Good grief. How do they ever expect people to read that stuff? Okay. I know I've said that so many times before, but it really is true. It's crazy. This one, now, with Natsujina's help, blah blah blah, one of them is hidden within a Conrian underground ruin. So let's go over to wherever that is at. I'll be over here. I think I can teleport here and jump down there. Hopefully I can. It seems the Dari ruins, where the great song of Kavarena lies, are just behind these vines. Kavarena's envoy, if you would, please open the way within for us. Haha, I hear the voices of destiny sending me forth. We should probably keep a distance from here. Oh, entered a cutscene. Okay. Well, I'm glad that I didn't have to do anything special to open it. I thought that maybe I'd have to do some stuff in this area. Okay, I'm in a new area. Wait, no, I'm not. It just loaded into this area again, probably because it was removing that obstacle. I can get this teleporter over here. Is there anything interesting back here? Just out of curiosity. Aside from things I don't really care about that much. Like these artifacts. Oh. Academia Investigation Team Logs 1. After completing our investigation of the ruined golem, we continued along the path it took until we arrived at the Nagarjunite camp. I heard that they also followed the same road here. However, when they learned of our intentions, they became rather unfriendly. After negotiating with the Nagarjunites, we finally obtained permission to enter the Dari ruins. But this permission comes with limits, and we must only proceed under their supervision. They sent a ranger named Klingzor to look after and supervise us. He claimed to be from the rainforest, but based on his name, he doesn't seem to have been born in Sumeru. The people of Dari held secrets beyond our wildest imaginations, and the answers to our questions may lie buried in these colossal ruins. The Nagarjunites' conservative policy towards such priceless artifacts is a travesty, a waste. Even the ranger sent to monitor us agrees on this point. Okay, so we're supposed to just keep going down this way, right? Can I guess I've got to break that first field and collect these. Okay, I don't think there's anything else of interest up there. Oh, this is a puzzle related to Sorush. Humph, is this how they look like now? How pathetic. Sorush, what are you talking about? Never mind, I just happened to witness the undignified states of my kind. No matter, we shall keep going. You see, that makes Paimon even more curious. Let Paimon have a look. Oh, wow. That really is one strange tree. The way it's shaped like a circle, looks almost like a door, right? If we walk through it, it might lead somewhere. Hee, Paimon definitely would like to go first. Yeah, that's what I was also thinking. It looked like a portal of some kind. The Fravashi trees are no doors. You'll disturb the residual pari residing within if you simply barge through them. So that's what's called a Fravashi tree, huh? But where are the residual pari? Paimon can't see them at all. Of course, Pale Floater can't see them. They are still trapped by obsessions of the past, after all. It may not be what they wished for, but looking at the sight of them clinging desperately to this world, how absurd and pathetic. They may look a little strange, but calling them pathetic is just mean. And looking at you being surrounded by so many plants, Paimon actually thought you'd feel at home. Humph. I only feel at home when I'm on a battlefield. Only the battle lasting until the end of time can be perceived as true eternity. Now that you're following me, you'd better grasp that as early as possible, Pale Floater. These Fravashi trees are pari that fought till the very end against the defilement that had been corrupting the land. Using the last remnants of their power, they transformed into the state that you see now. They exhausted their strength to the point where they could no longer maintain their form, and were rejected by the Vorukasha Oasis for being tainted. Legend has it that in ancient times, the Order of Skeptics would hold a ritual of purification for them, so as to bring them all back to the Vorukasha Oasis. But nowadays, there remains no one in the Order of Skeptics who is able to perform such a ritual. The best they can do is but keep these Fravashi trees alive. But this only prolongs their suffering. Judging by their current appearance, they seem to have nothing left but bitter memories they have to endure alone. In a way, they have also fulfilled their mission. but it was all a meaningless act compared to a true sacrifice. Looks like we should help them. Oh, Paimon can't just leave them here to suffer and endure alone like this. You can't. That makes you weak, Pale Floater. Being compassionate is indeed one of the Great Submerged's many noble qualities, but one cannot survive here with merely a kind heart. Wow, Sorush. Besides, for us Pari to exhaust our strength in the final stand against evil is already the best ending one can dream of. I see no necessity to change anything. Well, that's what you think. Perhaps they have different ideas, you know? If Paimon was trapped here, Paimon would definitely want to go back home and be with everyone else. We Pari share no such weaknesses. Fine. Since even my Yasnapati fancies so, I shall wake her up with my power and let you listen to her dimming voice. Okay, so I have to use Sorush, right? Will this work? Yeah, it did. Talk to the residual Pari in the Fravashi tree. So do we just... Oh, okay. Oh boy, it's crying. Hey, what's wrong? Is there anything we can do to help you? Everyone's lost here. If only we could go back together. Okay, so we've got to look for the residual Pari fragments scattered around. So I've got to collect them up there, right? I believe that's what I have to do. Oh. Behold, the moment of destiny is at hand. Oh. This is just a normal mechanical door. Was that whole thing with the Pari thing, you know, the tree, not part of this quest? I mean to say that as long as we open this mechanical door, we will gain access to the ruins. Haha, this is my first time entering a Darian ruin, you know? It is so surprising that I might be excited, whatever. You sounded so confident earlier that Paimon thought you must have explored loads of ruins. Ha! Well, I can't claim to have personally explored them, but with this copy of Ren's investigation notes, written as it is by an excellent scholar of ancient histories, it is as though I were there in the flesh. Ren's investigation notes. Have you never heard of it? I thought that only one sequestered in a distant desert such as I would not have heard of such a brilliant scholar. These notes contain a lot of records left by the people of Dari. According to the author, he once discovered knowledge that surpasses mortals in these ruins. This sounds harder to believe by the moment. Leaving that aside, for the moment, now that we have these notes, entering the Darian ruins should be a simple matter. If you don't believe me, let's test this. For example, if we'd like to open this device... Oh, there we go. Turn the gear such that all three types of runes are displayed. Ensure that the square rune is connected to the triangular rune at the bottom without changing said triangle. Simply do as I instruct, and we should be fine. Okay, but I'm going to collect those things up there first, though. Just because. So, here's one, right? Oh. Do I have to... Ah. I think I have to do this, right? To collect it? Yeah. And there was another one back here. Do this to collect that one. And then the final one is all the way up here. And once I collect this, I can go talk to the residual Pari fragment again. Hee, thank you so much. We can finally go home. Something sparkly just floated up from the tree. Is this some kind of blah blah blah? Okay, I may as well collect my reward for doing that. Let's go tell Zervon about this when we have the time. She'll know something, I'm unsure of it. But it's probably related to another quest or something. So, he wants me to do something in particular here. Rotate the device to change the cipher displayed on it. When the cipher is correctly displayed, the device will be unlocked. Okay, so I'm going to talk to him again for that piece of advice. Okay, well, I hope that I can figure this out. Just got to keep trying it, I suppose. So the middle level should become a square, right? Huh, looks like your knowledge finally came in handy, Nasejina. Just this once. See? Surprised you, did I not? I'm surprised. I didn't know it was going to happen like that. Next, let's explore these ruins further first. I was actually not expecting that to open up so easily. You know what I'm going to do, though? I will explore these ruins in the next video. Instead, I'm going to place down a waypoint right here. And then, I'm going to go ahead and activate Nahida's story quest. Go to the entrance of Samara City. One day, you and Paimon run into an old friend at Samara City's gates. So let's do that. There's one of those birds again.
Hey! Isn't that Nahida?
Yep.
Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here! Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to?
Same old adventuring and stuff.
Seems like you've been enjoying yourselves. How about you? What are you up to now? I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some fresh air. I noticed that I have some blurry memories after saving Irminsul.
Oh.
I almost feel like there's still something extremely important I need to do. But I can't remember what it is. Hmm? Why is that?
It's probably the effects of Irminsul.
Don't worry, we'll help you remember.
Feel free to fill us in. Maybe I can help.
Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like to show you.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like it's filled with some kind of power. Mm-hmm. I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana, but I have no recollection of it whatsoever. It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine, but yet it's also a little different.
Huh.
It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is.
It's most likely something that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata left behind, but what's with her foggy memory?
Traveler, do you have any ideas?
I don't know, but it's very concerning.
You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we find anything, we'll be sure to let you know right away. Thanks, you two. I didn't mean to trouble you again. Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like to help.
Oh.
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around here! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually come near this place. Last warning! Get out before I kick you out, you hear?
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't worry. I think I understand.
You do?
Seems that it wants us to follow it.
Okay.
You can understand it? Mm-hmm. Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, the emotions we experience are all the same. I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's in dire need of our help. Well, fungi are kinda cute, but...
Bongo Head is a really nice fungus, you know?
That's true. Okay, let's go take a look.
I'm surprised they referenced that timed event,
Alright, lead the way, little fungus.
but it's nice that they did.
Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see. It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well.
Huh.
After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting. That's not too different from how humans think sometimes. That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus. Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help its family member. Probably. Although fungi are simple creatures, they're very sensitive to elemental power. Maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness. Hmm?
What is it, Nahida?
Strange. Very strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form.
Okay.
Huh? An elemental life form?
Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're merely borrowing elemental power from nature around them. As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus.
Huh. So you're saying it only looks like a fungus?
Exactly. This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it.
So this is a first even for Nahida.
But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental power. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why it fainted.
So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void?
Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do right away.
Is this really a good idea? Huh. Well, she seems to think it is, so there we go. Is it gonna start talking?
My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
Lord of Dendro?
It is.
Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as the stranger and creature next to you.
Ah! It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked as you are.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature. Paimon's just... Paimon!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once you have spoken.
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. It's no big deal. But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
There's no need to start worrying about that all of a sudden.
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking. So a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared not make the assumption that you could speak. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms but completely different interiors, just like fungi and slimes.
Huh.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more talkative than Paimon.
You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find somewhere else to talk. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice. Me.
Huh.
It says that it's very thankful for your help.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat. Even if there are ones I've never seen with my own eyes, I thought I possessed all the relevant knowledge about them. However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life forms, you don't seem to match any of them. What are you? And where did you come from?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass covered the land, and my family and I lived in bliss and happiness.
Is that a Caverna?
Until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us, twisting and warping us, causing us to lose control. We were victims of the apocalypse, yet in time, we also became the apocalypse itself.
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like some kind of old fable.
It's a long and complicated story. It will take me some time to explain it clearly.
Don't worry, we'll listen. Please continue.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for a way to rescue my homeland. We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge, hoping to understand the truth behind the apocalypse. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden knowledge?
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert?
It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should have ended a long time ago.
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you the location of my homeland, but unfortunately, I've forgotten. That may sound a little odd, as it is very important to both me and my family.
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory was taken away as the contamination inside of me was purged.
Oh, really?
Ah, I get it now. So the void of elemental power was left behind from when the forbidden knowledge was purged. I'm sorry. I hadn't considered that kind of possibility.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, I would have lost more than just my knowledge and memory. And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining forbidden knowledge, right?
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more, and your homeland should be safe now.
My home should be safe now. We can go home. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like a dream. I never knew it would become a reality so quickly. I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save my homeland, and I have even forgotten where it is.
It's not your fault. You've already done everything you can. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. This is not a responsibility you should carry on your own. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself. Where are they? Maybe they'll remember.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many of my family members have already met their end. I'm not sure who else is still alive.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. Just leave it to me. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city, there are a few nice kids that should be willing to help.
Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand.
Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait for a bit.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. We all believe that you will keep your promises. The moment I saw you when I awoke, I had a feeling you were here because of the agreement.
Agreement?
You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. That the Lord of Dendro will bring us home once the catastrophe comes to an end.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry. There are also some blurry segments in my memory as well. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should help with. It's really no trouble to me at all.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home with me, the better.
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end. I will explain it to you along the way.
Okay. Homecoming has started as Act 2 of Nahida's story quest. Okay, so they want us to go over to this little island over here. Once I see this next cutscene, I'll be stopping.
There's something that I'm very concerned about.
Are you talking about that crystal? Or are you talking about your fuzzy memories?
Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine, yet also different? The elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus.
Oh, really?
What?
There's a connection between the crystal and the fungus.
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with an elemental life form that once represented its race. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, took away some of my memories. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland, but I'm unable to come up with anything.
We'll just have to continue investigating.
Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
Oh, it wants us to follow it again, so I'll follow it to the next cutscene.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road. Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
Okay. Is it just these guys?
Here we go.
Yeah.
This is order.
Stun them all.
Brace yourselves.
Then
Yahoo!
knock them off their feet.
Time for takeoff.
No, he's... Okay, good. He didn't go the wrong
Allow
way.
me. Whirling snow. Ha, yeah.
Huh.
Embrace the ice.
So... that should be it.
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all didn't originally look like this, did you?
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment. After communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, we discovered that fungi are the life form most adapted to live in these lands. Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi and became a part of their group.
Huh.
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more easily. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural predators. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why we are so adaptable.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
I don't think so.
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. Putting it as simply as possible, changing form requires energy, and energy comes with time. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit overnight.
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth.
Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Seems like it's pretty good at coming up with metaphors as well.
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call growth. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
Oh, I've still got to continue following it.
How much farther is it?
Who knows, Paimon?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh no, Paimon was just curious. Paimon isn't that tired.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here!
Yeah, they didn't seem to be all that concerned about the monsters.
Think you can get away?
Probably because they're just Hilly Churls.
I think we may have a different understanding of carrying someone. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back and give it a ride.
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Yes. One was my friend, and the other was my child.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state of the fungi species here. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some human language, so I gave it a name.
I wonder if that's the one who came to the city.
Oh, then
Ask
it
for
must
help.
be a really cute name. You know, like Bongo Head.
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great.
Strange and cute at the same time. It's a name only Paimon would be able to come up with.
That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten many important things.
Don't worry, you can try and remember it on the way.
Yes, I must remember it before I return. It's just as important as my homeland.
Okay, keep following
Yes, this way. We're almost there.
it.
It's the Withering.
Oh, I was wondering why it was getting so gloomy.
Yes, I have heard humans also call it that before. It's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
Oh, really?
Paimon doesn't understand.
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life, they become a tumor of the Withering.
Yes, I would have also suffered the same fate if it wasn't for the Lord of Dendro's help.
So, this is how the Withering is formed?
I wasn't expecting to find that out in this quest.
Previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root cause of the Withering. But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, its influence still remains, which is why the Withering remains even after forbidden knowledge has disappeared. They've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. It's understandable that they will eventually become the Withering, but what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the fields. Each bloom represented an individual life. They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile soil, in my home, and in the homes of my friends. They grew everywhere, until the world suddenly lost all its color and became tainted and murky. But it's all right. Our life essence, elemental power, still resides in this flower. After an adventurer clears the Withering, I will quietly draw near the area. If I can sense the elemental power of my companions, then I take them with me.
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. I just hope that they can all make it back home. It's not right to leave them to simply perish in the open like this. Now that we finally have the chance to return home, each one I manage to bring back will make me that much happier.
I understand. Just leave it to us.
I got this. This is a product of forbidden knowledge after all.
So you're worried about me? It's fine. Forbidden knowledge doesn't exist anymore. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake, but when all that's left is its skeleton, there's nothing to worry about.
If you say so.
Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but we're all ready to go now, right? Then let's do this! We've dealt with the Withering countless times already.
Okay, let's get this over and done with.
I see everything.
I think... Oh. Hopefully that hits the... Yeah, it did. Okay, there's one down. And... Nope, I didn't want to hit you. Hit the flower. Okay, good, it hit it. Next up is this final one all the way over here. At least I think it's the final one. I'm out of stamina. You gotta build build it up to be able to do that. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, it's just this enemy that I have to worry about. I don't really need to worry about the other enemies, I don't think. If I do, then I'll defeat them. But I have a feeling defeating this one will defeat all of them. Wait, was that not good enough? Oh no, it was. So that'll destroy all, right? It gave me a treasure chest.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
It's okay. As long as elemental power still exists, then we will still be around. An external form
That
is but a
enemy in
gift
the
of time.
background.
Through growth comes change, and even abandonment of previous forms. However, our true nature is not so easily affected.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice for us to place our trust in you and wait.
Hold on. I think I got something.
Oh. She got some information back, huh?
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
Oh, really?
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should hurry and go take a look.
Okay, follow me.
Oh no, am I gonna have to do more following? Okay, no, I'm not. I've just got to teleport over to there.
Rare and exquisite treasures.
So,
yes.
yeah, this is where I'm going to be stopping. Thanks for watching. The next time I play, I will continue the side quest that I've been working on. Which one is it? This one. As cover and as light shows Nahida, as well as this story quest for Nahida, Where Lies the Path Home. So, thanks again. See you next time, and bye-bye.